Hello, friends. So in many previous videos, I have shared the idea and that spiritual awakening or knowing fundamental truth or knowing the self cannot be through a system of thought. And that is because all systems of thought are ultimately projections of the conditioned mind. And spiritual awakening is a profound transformation that actually represents a fundamental shift in perception, which allows us to go beyond all limitations of the conditioned mind and recognize our true self as a field of infinite possibilities. And to comprehend this awakening, we must first understand the concept of what is called the conditioned mind. From birth, our minds are shaped by a myriad of influences: family, culture, education, societal norms, personal experiences. These factors create a complex web of beliefs, assumptions, and thought patterns that form our worldview and our sense of self. This conditioned mind acts as a lens through which we perceive and interpret reality, often limiting our perspective and our potential. So, how do we see through the veil, the mask of the conditioned mind? Spiritual awakening involves piercing through this veil of conditioning. It is a process of recognizing that our thoughts, beliefs, and perceptions are not absolute truths, but rather constructs of our conditioned mind. This realization can be both liberating and disorienting, as it challenges the very foundations of our identity and understanding of the world. As one awakens spiritually, one begins to experience oneself as not a limited, separate entity, but as a vast field of consciousness. The field of infinite possibilities represents the underlying reality from which all experiences and phenomena arise. It is a state of pure potential, unbounded by the constructs of the conditioned mind. A key aspect of spiritual awakening is the recognition that all models of reality, whether cultural, religious, theological, philosophical, or scientific, are ultimately products of the conditioned mind. While these models can be useful tools for navigating the world, they're not absolute truths. The awakened individual understands that true reality is beyond all conceptual frameworks and mental constructs. Perhaps the most profound insight of spiritual awakening is the realization that the conditioned mind itself is the source of all models and paradigms. This understanding allows one to hold these models lightly, appreciating their utility while recognizing their inherent limitations. It fosters a sense of intellectual and spiritual humility, acknowledging that our understanding of reality is always partial and subject to evolution. Spiritual awakening has far-reaching implications for how we live and interact with the world. It can lead to greater compassion and empathy as we recognize the shared nature of our human experience. It can lead to increased creativity and problem-solving abilities as we tap into the field of infinite possibilities. It can lead to reduced attachment to fixed beliefs and ideologies, fostering openness and adaptability. And it can lead to a deeper sense of peace and contentment as we let go of the need to control or conform to external expectations. And it can lead to enhanced intuition and connecting to inner wisdom, which is beyond the conditioned mind. So, once again, spiritual awakening is a journey of self-discovery. It transcends the boundaries of the conditioned mind. It invites us to explore the vast expanse of our consciousness and recognize our true nature as infinite potential. By seeing through the illusions created by our conditioning, we open ourselves to a more expansive, authentic, and liberated way of being. This awakening not only transforms our individual lives, but has the potential to catalyze positive change in our collective human experience. This has been my life's work, and I'm obsessed with it. So, excuse me if I'm at times redundant and repetitive, but the more I frame it in different ways, the more the possibility exists that I'm getting through. So thank you for listening.